3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, March 22nd, 2018. LitePal, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm excited about what they're doing. I'm very interested in what they're doing, and I'm curious to see how this goes. So we're going to talk about LitePal, and I want to preface this video by saying I'm not pumping what they're doing. I'm not trying to get anybody overly excited because we have to wait for launch. We have to wait to see how they implement. But what I want to say is I'm extremely confident in LitePal. I'm confident in their team. They seem like they've got it together. They seem like they know what they're doing. And I love the way they're building their brand. I love the way they're interacting and communicating with the community. And I have a good feeling about the direction of what they're trying to do and accomplish here. So let's jump in. Let's look at it as we anticipate the upcoming launch of LitePal, because I think it's going to be pretty cool. We can start first off with a tweet that they did yesterday, tweeting a video I did where we mentioned that there may be a possible interview with LitePal in the next couple weeks after they launch, and looks like they put little eye emojis there to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled for that. So if you want, leave some questions in the comments below for LitePal. You know, in this video or the next video, I try and read through comments all the time, and we'll try and gather some really good questions for LitePal. I think it's important and valuable to all of you, to me, to LitePal, to everybody. Let's start with a tweet by Charlie Lee yesterday. This was an Abra tweet. However, in the comments, you can see somebody said, I read a Q&A on Reddit with LitePay. Wow, what a disaster. I really wouldn't put any faith in LitePay. Really hoping LitePal does a much better job. And Charlie replied, he said, no sorry needed. LitePay has been a disappointment to all of us so far. Maybe they will surprise us. But LitePay is just one of many companies supporting Litecoin. And you're right, so far LitePal has been doing a tremendous job, onwards and upwards. So Charlie Lee summed it up really well right there. LitePay was a disappointment. They didn't deliver, I think, as the market was expecting on certain things. But LitePal, hopefully under-promising and will over-deliver, which I think seems to be their approach. So let's see how that develops. But I want to point out real quick, I've seen some comments on LitePal on their Twitter. People aren't too happy with their website. They say there's not a lot of information. And while they say that they're going to be updating the site upon launch, I want to point out they do have a blog, which is pretty interesting. And I'll put a link in the description, but here's a post from little less than a month ago. We use an in-house custom coded solution for our Bitcoin and Litecoin payment infrastructure. We're happy to announce that we've completed all the necessary development and progressed into rigorous security and load testing this week. We should have the payment infrastructure segment of our development out of the testing stage and into staging pre-production as early as next week. So that's pretty cool. This was a month ago, and they give you an update on, you know, platform, support system, plugins, and scrolling down, you can see that they say we're engaging actively with companies to partner with and assist in accepting cryptocurrency. Breathtaking progress, I love that, has been made in this area. A number of companies have already reached out to us regarding integrating and/or testing cryptocurrency payments with their business. We're currently on schedule for a release as early as late next month. So this was last February at the end of the month, and they're still on target for a release at the end of March. So let's see what happens. Want to go to their Twitter. LitePal will introduce no transaction fees on our platform ever. Bitcoin and Litecoin must continue to innovate and interact with society, producing new experiences and ideas, freeing ourselves of the normality of transaction fees. Today we confirm that idea. I love that. Freeing ourselves of the normality of transaction fees. It is so normal. Transaction fees in this everyday world of spending fiat. So you can kind of go down. I highlighted this comment. Transaction fees are a construct emanating from generations of compliance and dependence on the banking industry. For if we're to advance the industry, we clearly cannot adopt these ancient and unfair trains of thought. The future is looking bright. And this is a good example of what I'm talking about when I say I love how they communicate with everybody. And I love really their approach. I love where their mindset is and their outlook on what they're trying to accomplish. And they just have generally a great attitude towards what they're doing. So let's go to another tweet. What is your maximum acceptable transaction processing time when paying in person through point of sale systems? So this is what I'm saying. They did a little poll and, you know, got over 1,500 votes, but this is what I mean when I say they have great communication. I mean, this is how you launch. You go to the market and you ask the market for opinions. This is how you build a company, and they're doing it, and I like it. So you can even see in the replies, once we go live next week, you'll find more info about our roadmap on the site via the FAQ section. It's pretty comprehensive, so we're sure you'll like it. So that's good. The FAQ section will be comprehensive, and I think that's important. So imagine you're going to buy a coffee. You tap your phone on the merchant's Android NFC enabled tablet. The transaction is created and broadcasted to the network instantly. How much money is an acceptable risk, double spending for convenience to instantly confirm that transaction? So NFC enabled tablet is near field communication. So you go to the store, you go to buy some groceries, you can use Apple Pay, for instance. You just tap your phone on the device at checkout and you pay. That's near field communication. That's NFC enabled tablet, and that's what they're talking about here. It's like that transfer of small batches of data to make the transaction happen. So, and I think that's important that they're asking that question because it gives you an idea of what they are trying to accomplish with the LitePal platform. It gives you a very good idea. And you can scroll down, you can read the comments. They're interesting. I'm not going to read them now, but it's interesting to read their rebuttals to, like, I highlighted this comment. Zero. Visa does it with zero, so they're saying they want to have zero double spending. They want to have zero risk. And you can read LitePal's rebuttals. I'm not going to do it now, but it's very interesting to read through. I love it. So LitePal, another really cool tweet. Remember that our goal as a community is to spark innovation and growth in the Litecoin and Bitcoin environment. We cannot achieve these things if we waste our energy by attacking the failures of Litecoin first companies. It accomplishes nothing. Love it and agree with it. We can scroll down and you can see somebody said, hope you do not follow LitePay because no cards, no hope. And this response I liked. Anywhere there's a point of sale system with debit card processing functionality, there's also likely an internet connection, thus a door for crypto payments, which can be processed on smartphones. Hence this NFC tweet that we just talked about. 2.5 billion people use smartphones. So do 2.5 billion people have Visa or MasterCard? So awesome question. Awesome insight into what LitePal is doing, and I think it's important we pay attention to that. So LitePal, this is our most recent tweet, figured I would go over it. LitePal will offer a groundbreaking service we dub hedging, enabling merchants to automatically convert and store all of their incoming transactions into one of several fiat currencies, shielding you from real-time market volatility and facilitating the payments of the future. This is extremely important to merchants. This was an extremely important tweet, in my opinion, and I don't know if I retweeted this, but I probably should. I'm going to give it a retweet right now. And I think I did highlight. So here we can end here by just going over this one more time. LitePal is on schedule to launch March 31st. We have a comprehensive FAQ section built and ready to answer all your questions. Unfortunately, it was deemed impractical to launch part of the new site right now due to the complexity of our backend infrastructure. So keep a lookout on their website. I'm sure they'll be doing some updating as they launch. Keep an eye on their launch. If you're not following them on Twitter, I highly recommend you go follow them on Twitter because they're highly interactive with everybody, community. So maybe if you want to ask them a question on Twitter, maybe they'll answer, who knows? So let's keep an eye on this. LitePal, I'm excited about it, cautiously excited, and we all should be, but let's definitely get behind them in support and encouragement, because what they're trying to do is so new, it's so big for the space, and I think it's important that we support these companies that are trying to do these things, this innovation that is happening. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for the interview that we will hopefully have with LitePal. If you're not a subscriber, please do. We'd love to have you on the Crypto Capital Venture channel. And as always, I will see you in the next video, and God bless.